Let's have a look. Does better? We might have noise now. Should we check? We had no noise for a second then. Let's have a look. Are we on? 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 Yes, we have noise now. We're good. We're good.
Ah!
Oh god. He's off.
I was just hit by a fanatic.
You were hit by a fanatic.
I definitely need someone to catch me next time. So why not make more of my air force? Because the last time I don't think it's gonna have one. So 6, 5 additional.
5. So yes, we've got the Endrin Master, haven't we? We've already got him sorted.
We might have. We'll bring him over for the set for a bit.
Yes, he's a lot more going on with him. Still haven't glued him on properly because we haven't painted him yet, so we need that little bit of freedom, don't we? He's very cool. Right.
So he can just sit on the set and we'll get him on the set for a while and we'll get
I'm attacking a Snuffler. Right. Right, so he can sit there then. Put that back on there.
To be honest, then I hope these guys can at least fly higher than. I always find a way.
Will you put Dirthy back? Will you pack it in?
I
Right.
always find a way.
You always find a way. Indeed you do. Right then, shall we have a look then? You can have a look inside here. Will we have a look at the sprue? Right, so have a look. Now let's have a look what we got here. So we've got shape and some nice preformed bases.
Okay. So we have this.
Here.
Ooh.
An anchor.
Okay, so
There.
interesting.
What else we got?
Very interesting. The building seems short. How far can we get on these guys?
Don't know.
Wow. Wow, we can get far. Wow.
Oh, that's a bit heavy duty.
Wait, so we have Barge and Thundrik. And his
Trying to work out
Profiteers.
what weapons are going on. So we've got pistols
so
and
on
swords.
his missile he has
I'm assuming this is a
No
particularly
way.
heavy weapon.
D.
What's
Okay,
this?
3 D6
What's this?
attacks. That's a lot of. That is a lot of attacks.
Oh, there's a lot going on here.
That
Hmm.
is a lot of attacks.
What?
3 D6
Oh,
attacks.
yeah. Come on. Let's have a look. Right. So, all depends on him.
We
So, he...
Except they don't really hit that often, do they? I mean,
Well,
but
it's about
but
half
if
the time.
they
So,
do hit, then you're not going to be in for a good time. Like, you could barely even defend them.
it hits hard enough. So, we got
And then
George
we have
Thundrik.
melee weapon, but then we have his melee weapon, which
Okay.
is definitely not as good.
Volley guns,
He's
rifles,
terrible at
pistols, and
melee.
pistols.
He's basically like a normal unit at melee.
So, there's...
And then we have,
They're pretty short range, though.
yeah,
So, pretty short range.
they're pretty short range, but if you look at how many ranged attacks they have, it's just stupid. That's 5 ranged attacks and 4 melee attacks. The melee's doing decent damage, but being hard to hit, and the range just being absolutely broken.
Well, there's only one of them can actually fly. And that is Kazgan Drakskewer. So he's the one with the big harpoon. So you basically got here you go. I can show you here. Move the rules around. Right. So here we have got, so you've got one who can fly with a spear. You've got heavy gun.
I guess he's not the Air
You've
Force I
got
thought
rifle,
he was.
you've got some sort of rifle, and you have a pistol. Okay, it's a bit of a variety of things going on there. So, do you want to make a start?
So
Where do we start?
so we do have more. We have more of that, and to be honest, that is probably the most we're gonna get. Most war we're gonna get out of battle plan. So it's behind me.
Alright, so let's put this on Europe so we can see what we're doing.
Thunderrock's Profiteers.
Thundriks. Bjorg Thundrik. Garrod Allenson, Deadeye Lund, Eric Ironhail, and Kazgan Drakskewer.
Can you pass me mine?
You need that, and you need that. What are you doing down there? No one can see you down there. Right, 17 and 13 seem to be the way to start. Oh, we're having all a lovely summer. Summer? It is summer.
Well, it is.
Weather's been getting better. And we're having a lovely Sunday. This is a very creaky chair. Never mind. Alright then, so very short range. Lot of attacks at short range. But I'm assuming the trick is getting him into short range without losing too much of your firepower. So there we go.
Wait, how far do they move though?
Right, where you cut out 17 and 13. Okay. They move not that far.
How far?
Quite slowly actually. So they're quite slow.
So I guess you just send in like a really fast unit to get them distracted, like a Stormstrike chariot.
Could you?
And then you just absolutely obliterate them.
Obliterate?
And then you get them in really, really close, and then you just obliterate them.
Obliterate them. That sounds very heavy duty. I do like this model.
So you need
So
to get
many little
something
pieces on it,
really
though.
fast in on the case, or just throw in like a tank like Durfu at the front.
Maybe.
And then they just come in, and then once they finally get rid of that huge threat, then you basically use your backup plan and be like, hey, do you like explosives? Too bad, 'cause we have a lot. And then just destroy all of them with pretty much ease.
It's definitely that way, isn't it?
Why did I reveal my strategy to you?
No, I don't think it's...
I have one piece out, you know that, right?
Yeah, I see one piece out. Just thinking about what we're going to do to put that in, maybe some
Number
PVA
7
rather
is
than
like
anything
a
else.
big, thick piece.
You need something that's going to hold it, like, here. Don't you? Don't know, plastic glue might do it. Let's see. Maybe super. Alright, so here's the first piece then, let's make a start.
Is that 7? I mean, it must be 7. Like, this says it's 7.
This is 13.
Wait, so why is there feet on number 7 unless if they made a mistake?
No, because sometimes they kind of go across the model, don't they? Yeah?
No, but there's 2 pairs of feet.
2 pairs of feet. So
No, so
it's not
they
7,
made a
it's
mistake
17.
with the 7.
Unless the 7 goes for a different piece.
Oh, 17.
17 is the bit I'm after. I told you 17.
Oh.
I put 7 to one side. Alright.
How good if you have a piece out? There's 17.
There's 17. Got it?
That rattles up the confusion.
Yeah, the extra 1. Makes all the difference though, mate.
To be honest, the main point, if you ever want these, is to just blow everything up. Don't even care, just blow it up.
What are you on
If you ever have these, they are definitely a very attack unit. Like, they don't move very far, meaning they can't get to objectives, but their main goal is to just absolutely just lower the army's forces until they're basically just wiped down.
There we go.
Like if you ever get a dwarf unit, they're not made for objectives. They're made to wipe everything down. They're meant to blow up the entire field. They're meant to just blow everything up and not completely go. Their whole point is to just blow everything up. Oh god, I got something.
Well, I can't have gone far.
There it is.
plastic seems to be a lot harder. It's just me. Have I blunted this thing?
And then we have number 60.
Is that there?
If you were a dwarf, how much money do you think you would make for fighting the Stormcaster Towns? Or do you even make money in the first place? Like, there needs to be something involved with the dwarves.
Well, that's where the hobby comes in, because you can make up your reasons. So maybe
Like dwarves, like I know dwarves are all about honor. Like maybe that's it. They're in for the honor. They're in for the honor.
they're
of
in for the
being
profit.
In a big fight.
They have honor, but don't forget they're also in for the profit as well. Maybe
Or they could just be into sending fire slayers just to get rid of them for a while.
You don't send in fire slayers. Fire slayers do their own thing. Although they are dwarves, they're not beholden to these guys. They've kind of gone in different paths.
Are they still in order though?
Still a part of the order, a part of the armies of order. Yeah. But they are.
To be honest, if you ever have a fire slayer unit, just send it in. That's what it's made to do.
Well, yeah, they have to try and die in glorious combat. That's the idea. They've been dishonoured. Well, that's definitely Slayers of old, anyway.
So if someone were to bully him, would it just? So if someone were to bully him, would it just be like? Wouldn't they both be dishonoured and just be put into fire slayers, or would just one, or would just the bully be dishonoured?
I don't know. I don't think if they were bullied.
Are dwarf children allowed to become fire slayers?
It's not about allowing; it's having to become.
Do they just grow to a certain age if they do dishonour and then they're sent out to be a fire slayer?
It's not about being sent out; it's about being something dishonourable. This is it. This is what I'm assuming. I'm assuming it's like the Slayers of old, because the Slayers of old, it was something would go awry, so you would do something which brought yourself and your family, your clan, dishonour. Maybe you failed in your post at something, found to be wanting or lacking, so you would style your head, dye your hair orange, style it in a great big Mohican, become a slayer. And
wait, so if you're dishonoured, are you forced to become a slayer?
Yeah, you pretty much kind of have to. Yeah, it's just the way of dealing with it. But it's not just like putting into jail or anything like that. It's too dishonourable for dwarves. It's about regaining that honour. So to regain your honour, you're going to live as a slayer. But the thing, you're basically saying, I am going to die in the most glorious battle I can find. And if you like kill all the way up to like demons, it just means you're too good at it. You keep trying to find the bigger and the badder and the bigger and the badder. You can't turn away from a fight. You can't shy away from a fight. That's the idea.
I've got all the pieces out for this war, so I'll give you a while.
And in doing so, bring dishonour back to your clan and to yourself. They still have the Book of Grudges. That's still a thing, or has that gone the way of the Dodo?
Wait, if dwarves and the Sylvaneth are both in the same army, how would it, and would they just try and fight over who gets the kill of the armies that they're fighting against?
What are you asking? Sorry, mate.
Since dwarves and Sylvaneth are both hate each other to the limit, I'm pretty sure.
Well, yeah.
Would they fight over a kill?
Honestly, I think the Sylvaneth would just leave them to it.
Yeah, but what if they're trying to fight them for something that the Stormcaster Towns are rewarding them for?
Possibly. The Sylvaneth can sometimes be capricious. Means they can change their mind really, really quickly. So that could happen.
Or what if the dwarves just interrupt the Sylvaneth battle?
That could happen.
Like they just come in because they sense a bunch of Elder Gold and just wipe out the entire field.
Ether Gold.
Just blow
yeah.
everything up. Just blow everything up. Doesn't matter if it's the Sylvanant foam. It's just they just blow it up.
Well, that's a lot of resources to blow something up like that. So only if the profit is substantial. But even then, how would they blow it up?
Bombs.
Yes, but then they destroy any profit they're about to make, aren't they? So you know you need to.
Well, bomb mining is a real thing.
Minecraft, yeah.
No, bomb mining does exist.
Bomb mining does exist. but
Dynamite's only reason to exist is for mining.
You could have Sylvana turning up to try and stop the Caradron Overlords from doing some bomb mining, maybe. Like that could happen. That could be a thing.
Or what if they're destroying the environment in the realm of metal? Do the Sylvanans care? Like, it's an environment, but it's not like a forestal environment. It's like a polluted environment. So if they're destroying it, would they even think about caring?
Who would care? Sorry.
The Sylvanans, because it's an environment, but it's not a very good environment. It's not like forest or anything.
No, but they have got like Ilariel, the Forest Queen, haven't they? Ilariel, is that how I pronounce it?
Or what if a dwarf simply just interrupted the Sylvanan trying to help the environment of a realm after a war just because
Scavenging.
Just because they're scavenging for the leftover Elder Gold.
Ether Gold.
Or what if they just slap down an Ether Gold harvester in a random place that the Sylvanans don't want them to put it in?
Maybe.
I mean, would they just get the plants to overrun it so it blends in more with the environment and they will allow it, or do they just destroy it?
Question. What would you do? What would they do? This is part of the whole thing, is that the mortal realms are huge and massive, and different groups of people end up into conflict for a variety of different reasons.
The Stormcaster Turners wouldn't care if they're fighting. They'd just stop it and be like, what you're doing. We basically know. We know that you'll weaken the army if you do this thing, and we do not want that. So
yeah, but they are.
We will not reward you anymore if you continue this fight. So would they just get in, or would they just not be bothered?
Don't know. Remember, the Stormcast Eternals army isn't huge. It's not like overabundant. There are gaps. You know, they're trying to help out as much as they can. So you've got to be aware, mindful of that. It can't be everywhere at the same time.
But if you're someone like Chaos, if you saw an entire Stormcast Eternal army just coming onto your homeland, and it's just like absolutely massive for the Stormcast Eternals. They just sent every singular a whole chunk of their army just and threw it down into that place because that was something so big. I mean, what do you really do then? Like Sigmar probably sent at least half of his army to take that point because of it being so much infested by chaos. What do you do at the point?
But remember, yeah, but as I said, you know, they are limited. They have limits to what they can and cannot achieve. All right, there's only so many soldiers they've got.
What if they just send in? Or what if they just send in like a? What if they just send in like a giant bomb of Stormcast magic, and then what happens then? Like, what can you really do? There's nothing to attack.
A giant bomb of Stormcast magic.
Like, what if it's just like an energy bomb? What you do? You can't just go to the realm of heavens. You'd be dead if you even step foot in there.
Well, people live in the realm of heavens.
What?
It's just the only realm that's definitely chaos-free right now.
What are you meant to do if they just send down a giant bomb to blow up of magic just to blow up something? I don't
Well,
even
because
know.
magic is chaos is magic, and magic is chaos. That's where magic comes from. Magic and chaos aren't two separate things. That's the thing you must remember. Okay, you're sort of saying, "Oh, this magical bomb." It's like, yeah, but you'd have to
Like,
find someone with a
How much
speciality with them.
magic does chaos have the limit to? We know that Sigmar can create the mortal rounds, but if they have so much magic, then what can they do with something like that? If you were to just sap it out and just throw it in one singular place,
I don't
would it
believe.
just blow up the
although-
entire round?
Although we have that kind of technology, I don't think that's necessarily what we got in the Stormcast. And you're talking about blowing up a whole realm, which is
I mean,
not
how
possible.
much limits do the Chaos Army have, and if they were to use all of their magic, how devastating would it be?
don't know, man. Good
Like
questions.
it could basically,
Don't like
like
this bit
it
here.
could just blow up an entire city, or maybe
Maybe
two,
a
or
entire
maybe,
city. You won't be able to do that. Yes.
or maybe it's just something substantial,
Substantial.
so substantial that literally there is nothing Sigmar can do in that situation.
Maybe.
Like if you were to, but don't even get me started of all the magic in the mortal rounds, because we also have to note that all of the army of the dead are used by magic.
They're used by magic. What do you mean by magic?
You know the deaf guy of
Nagash.
the army, Nagash.
Yeah, he did
He
have
has
his.
to control them with a whole lot of magic, and for every single unit. How much magic is that? Isn't it thrown into an
Well-
attack of just like a final stand? How much? Like how much every skeleton, every zombie,
Skellington.
every singular night horde, every one of those has a tiny bit of his magic in, and there's a lot of them. If you were to just pull all that magic and just send it as one big an attack because he can't do anything he wants, how devastating would that even be? Would it be barely enough? Would it basically only do what the skeleton, zombies, nighthorn, all of that stuff could just a bit half of what they could do, or does it just destroy literally everything in a 2,000-mile radius?
Right. We've not got anything on this planet right now that can destroy everything in a 2,000-mile radius. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think there's anything currently in the mortal realms with that level of destructive power.
Hey,
Okay.
can I go together my
Well,
things
yeah,
now?
you're off for one. Destruct you. Okay, I don't think there's anything in the mortal realms right now that has that level of power. Okay, and I think also if it did, it would be a little bit dull, because you're now talking about destroying things from afar. Whereas this right now is a game of battles, isn't it? Yeah, where you've got
Or
to get
what
up
if you
close
want-
and use your tactics. Very
Or what-
difficult to have tactics against a
or-
bomb.
If they're really so strong, we have basically the people ruling over it is just an entire army of free will, or something that can stand up and act like basic gods.
Hey, what are you on about?
Like Nagash is basically now a god, is now up with the chaos god of death in the most powerful death thing in the mortal realms. He's
Yep.
standing up to be a basically just
But
a
he's
god,
not-
and Sigmar is literally just a
Yeah,
god.
but he's not the only one. So each of the realms has kind of got like a person who's like a god level. So you're right, Nagash in the realm of death. You've got Teclis in the realm of light. Obviously Sigmar in heavens. You've got Kragnos in beasts. You've got Alariel in realm of life. I'm not sure about the others. But there are these characters,
but
these
there is
godlike beings.
so many god level characters.
Mm-hmm.
And if they had the entire army in a war, why couldn't they do anything a bit more just to help their army? It's like, why Like, you have the power to send in a lot more reinforcements, or just use a big amount of magic, but you don't do anything. You
because
just
I think
wait for the army to play out the match.
you're still thinking on too small a scale. Okay, the Stormcast host is being stretched on the most horrifically huge battlefronts. Okay, so the Stormcast armies are trying to keep peace over 8 mortal realms, dealing with multiple incursions. On each realm is massive.
Can I glue this now? Is this done?
Yeah, that's done.
Okay,
Each realm is massive, right? And each realm is constantly under threat. So you are dealing with threats from the orcs in the realm of beast. You have got, I think Skaven are doing something weird in the realm of light, and you've got chaos all over the place, especially in the realm of fire. You've got Khorne in the realm of metal. That's one of the chaos gods. You've got Sench, I think, is doing nefarious things in the realm of metal. You've got Nurgle in the realm of life. So all these armies are there, and yes, you're like, oh well, in one battle, why doesn't the god come down and help out in this battle? It's like, yes, but what about the other battles? The battles are raging all the time.
The biggest battle.
There is no one singular biggest battle right now. Everyone is stretched thin. That's the whole thing. It's backwards and forwards to be able to muster a massive host. That's why people are scared of things like the orcs. If the orcs ever got their act together, you know, that would be unstoppable. Skaven, and they'll be coming through in the new Skaven tide. They've been quite quiet right until now, but now they're about to get very, very noisy. And Skaven have caused all kinds of problems in the past for the Empire, so we're assuming they're probably going to do the same. But you have people across the world, across these worlds, these realms. It's just constant looking out. And it's not just armies as well. It's all the bad gribblies that are just there, the monsters. It's not as simple as saying, why don't you just come down and wipe them out in one go? Wipe them out where? They're all over the place. There's no single one battle line where you can be drawn down.
What if it's like an army where it's like a major chaos point? What then? Like, there's nothing big going on. You're just holding the front line.
I think it's called the 8 points. So right in the middle of all the realms is a place called the 8 points, which is currently in Chaos hands. And Chaos use it for their incursions. So if it was that easy, why doesn't Sigmar just come down and take it? And the answer is because there are just too many of them. There are too many enemies. And you have to defend, and you're trying to attack, and it's just this assumption that they'll be able to come down. It's just not that easy. Everyone is stretched thin.
So you need to try and...
Not just the allies, but the enemies as well.
So you need to try and push to the end of the rounds to get rid of these major armies?
Well, but that's the thing. You're going to get rid of chaos and do what? Because at the end of the realms, you've got pure magic. The further you get away from the centre, the more magical things become. And the more mutated and nasty and horrible and gribbly things come. And this is where you physically can't send people there. So what are you going to do? You're trying to build civilization amongst it all. By the way, these bits are done. So yeah, it's more complex than just having one great big army and one great big battle. Come over here and do it. Come on, stop hiding over there. No one wants to see the back of your head.
Okay.
Did you put the fin on?
Yes, I put
Go look at the fin.
On. He good.
Can I look at the fin? Very nice.
Anyway.
Okay, which bit goes on next? We're going to put on the spear first, are we? Okay, don't put it on the... Oh, damn. Don't put it on the sticks. Don't put it on the sticks. Hang on a second.
I know not to put it on the sticks. I know to put it on the lines.
Okay.
So
where's the other glue gone? There are two.
There.
Hang on.
No,
Where's the other glue gone? Have you taken it? Where have you put the other glue? Here. Teeth. Right. Use this one because this one seems to be working a bit better at the moment.
Anyway, now.
Right, there we go. Right, it's coming out now. If I put the glue on. Okay, there's a little bit here as well. I assume that's going to go back up into his shoulder as well. Definitely want some here to create that line. That's probably going to be something here as well. There we go. Right.
You forgot about that.
Don't worry. Oh, do you want some on the hand as well?
No, it's fine.
Hang on. No. We need it for the mould line. So get rid of that mould line. Not mould line, the connection line. Careful, because that's a bit of a fiddly one. There's lots of breaky bits on that one. You're angling it funny.
I have so many questions about the mortal realms.
Go on then. What such as what?
Why? Okay, if Chaos has so many units, and they only send little amounts to the end of the realm,
Who's sending little amounts to the
like you have so many units, like you could just send in a whole. You could just send in a 32nd of your army, and yet you mostly be able to wipe out almost anything, and yet you only keep and yet you almost only keep your entire army in one piece. Like it's basically like saying, I will literally keep every single hint on a test right here, and only put one around that. What?
Oh blimey! That is not easy.
You could literally split a little, almost 128 of your army. It would be overwhelming. It would leave people damaged, and that you still have 100. You still have 127. Almost 127th or 128th of your army back at home. And yet you only say you're going to use that much. Like 128th of your army.
Why 128th of your army? What are you on about?
Because it's a very, very small number, and it's the first number you can do by constantly doubling. If they were to send that to anywhere in the mortal realms, it would just instantly be overtaken. Doesn't matter if they send it to the realm of heavens. What you gonna do?
Well, I don't know.
Like, I mean, I know that they're just really, really dumb. Like, although they use magic, they're not the sharpest tool in the shed.
Who's that?
Like, it's Chaos.
Chaos aren't sharp? Whoa, rewind. That's a statement. You can't say Chaos aren't clever. They have been waging this war for centuries.
Well,
they're not. Don't.
Well, if they're so smart, then why don't they just use actual battle techniques?
They do use battle techniques to win.
Yeah, just send a really small part of your army. It will just send a really tiny bit of your army. 128.
I think you've been watching too many films, mate, because you've got this sort of idea that good guys win and bad guys always lose. And I think that's because of what you've been watching. Right, that way around. Come on, quick. Hang on, I have to put some glue on because it's starting to dry.
No, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. No one is a good guy here.
Exactly right in this realm.
Like Stormcaster Tone was basically want to wipe out an entire species of destruction.
Hey, what are you on about?
Like they're fighting the orcs right now, aren't they?
Yeah, but the orcs are also fighting them.
Exactly. They're planning to wipe out the species if they could. If they had a button that can just wipe out every opposing threat, even if it means the entire species, they would click it in a blink of an eye.
It would. It absolutely would.
It's an entire species we're talking about here. Like, sure, it could be an endangered species, 100 or 200. But I doubt that because of how many orcs there are. You plan to wipe out the species if you can. That would probably be
tissue in a foil, push down.
It would probably at least be in the thousands. It would at least be in the tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds. But that's a big maybe. Maybe, and yet you would click the button to wipe out an entire 10,000.
Well, what makes the world so interesting? What makes the world so interesting is that you can't always.
I mean, I know destruction are very bad on their own. They plan to just scrap everything, but I mean, death makes sense. You can fight that without me having questions.
5, 6, 7,
they're
please.
They're dead. What do you do?
Well, I'm doing it.
They're dead. What do you do? You're only killing one person that really has emotions.
Come on, we have been here. We've been streaming for 34 minutes. We've done one model. I mean, he's a very lovely model. Don't get me wrong. He works very well with this guy here. Okay. And that's
what number 7 is file.
Oh, you got 7 already, Rod. Yeah. That's what makes the Mortal Realms so interesting, little man, because you are looking at fantasy setting through your eyes, but that doesn't mean that the same things that you see in your eyes can be applied to these.
And don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Chaos is a really bad
off
army,
on one, aren't you?
but considering on how many things are there, it's basically like saying that lions are absolutely terrible because they eat humans. So sure, you might want to wipe out the species because they ate someone and that you know really well. But then, wouldn't that make you?
Where's 5 and 6? Come on.
I mean, it's an entire species. Like maybe even chaos can be classified.
But you're
as
looking,
a species,
you're looking at it from the point of view of a
maybe
human who's lived in relative safety. You've got to look at this. This is these mortal realms. They are dangerous. They are scary. You have lots of different armies. And by the way, just so you remember, just so you know,
Yep.
the chaos armies fight each other as well. They don't all pull together. Some great warriors can, but actually some of these guilds absolutely hate each other with a passion.
So.
All right.
So the chaos army is falling apart now.
The chaos army is falling apart now.
No,
they're not falling apart. Will you stop it? It's not, you're thinking too small. These chaos gods have been around since the start.
So, if the chaos armies absolutely hate each other.
Well, they don't hate it. They're vying for it. Sometimes they'll work with, sometimes they'll work against. It all depends on what's going on. They don't stick to one team all the time. Next one, please. Okay, but you're thinking too small. You're thinking, what our one planet and these one countries, and you could just simply drop in and swoop round, drop a bomb, job done. And it's not like that. These conflicts are over absolutely colossal continents. Yeah, people are stretched ridiculously thin. Just surviving from a day-to-day basis is an absolute nightmare for some people in these realms. The mortals in the mortal realms. Okay? The Caradron overlords fly high, and they're not just in one space. They're not just one place in one port. They are scattered all throughout the mortal realms. And some of them favour certain things over others. And they talk about the maiden ones, but then there's ones that you won't have seen. The idea is that there's scope for you to have your own interpretation. There are some Stormcast Eternals who, with great big links to the sea, who actually sail on ships.
Wait, so the Stormcast Eternals have a navy?
Well, there are some who are very nautically inclined.
I'm honestly surprised they have a navy. Like with all
but it's not. They don't necessarily have a navy.
Like with all the beasts they have, and a lot of them can fly.
But again,
mostly talking about dragons.
Yes, but you're coming.
Why do they have a navy?
You're coming back to this idea of singular army. The Stormcast Eternals are a host. There's loads of them, and there are different. Is it conclaves? So loads of different conclaves, and some of them are just very slightly different. They're not all the same. They all don't fight the same wars. Some of them are in different realms, and the realm you fight in affects you.
Okay, can we just agree about this model? He is carrying the world on his back.
He's carrying a lot on his back, isn't he?
Especially for a dwarf too.
Oh no, dwarves can carry a hell of a lot. They are phenomenally strong. Don't think about their small size being small in strength.
Anyway, we need number 12 base.
Mhm.
And to be honest, I found that almost instantly.
But yeah,
Thunder
you've got to get your brain into the vastness that is what's going on here. Thundrik. These are Thundrik's Profiteers. He's the boss. He's an Aether chemist.
Here we go. Now we have Godrin Asylum, who just has a knife.
I think he's got a pistol. He's got a pistol as well, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has a knife and a pistol. That is literally this is one of the laziest things I have seen.
It's not lazy. You are funny. You are. You come up with the most outlandish statements.
Look at this. It's literally only 4 pieces, and all of them are just.
Yeah, but you don't know his story, do you? Maybe he's a youngling. Maybe he favours close combat, and he wants to be. Maybe he favours boarding actions and he likes going from ship to ship.
Or maybe he just doesn't have the weapons to do that.
Maybe he can't afford the weapons yet, because you don't get given these weapons for free. Not with these guys. Nothing's for free with these guys. Everything has a price. Usually stacked against you, but everything has a price.
You know what? What about 40k though?
What about 40k?
I mean, I know there's only 1,000 space marines in each chapter, but if there is little...
In theory. There are some chapters who
but yet
it's a little bit unsure exactly how many there are. Looking at you, Black Templars.
But if there is... But yet again, how do they win any fights? We have planet-eating neck ones as well as Tyranids, and yet how have they not at least lost 500 of them in each chapter, thinning them out to literally only the last 100 of them?
Do you want an answer to that?
How much?
Right, firstly, some chapters have gone down fighting. Chapters like the Crimson Fist were almost wiped out, and many moons ago the Ultramarines had a real bad time with the Tyranids. Okay, but secondly, they don't stand there on great big battle lines. They are surgical special forces, and each one of these is a hero in their own right. Don't forget that. They're not like a standard human. Okay, these are 7 foot tall super machines, super killers. That's what they do. They are psychologically indoctrinated. Alright? They have 2 hearts, an extra lung, an extra kidney. They can spit acid. They have implants in their brain, allow them to recall perfectly situations. So it allows them to draw on a wealth of battlefield experience. These aren't just normal soldiers, and they're not wielded. They are a scalpel. Surgical incisions.
I'm still also confused on if they can create something that can make you transfer the dead body into giant machines.
The dreadnoughts, yeah.
Wouldn't that mean they could also do it with a little less resources to just build an armor and mechanize it?
Well, this is where the problem starts. So, hang on, whose backpack is this? Is this the last bit for him? And that's his foot. Who's this guy for? That's the Aether Chemist, yeah? That's not for this new guy you're doing me, is it? No, he's got a short bow. This one goes there and that one goes there. And that goes on there with him. Right, cool. So, yeah. So, in this realm, right, in the universe, right, in the 40k universe, technology is kind of lost. It's surrounded by superstition. You know. There was the age of technology, but that's lost now. So they look for these things called STC, standard template construction, and then with that they might get different designs for different things, but there's no new innovation, or at least it's very, very frowned upon. Now what's happened now, Guilliman is back, I don't know, but
what would happen if the Space Marines just never existed? Let's say the Emperor didn't make preparations before he went to war in another universe. The Space Marines just never existed in this timeline. What would happen then?
Well, the Emperor came back and pretty much got humanity. So humans had gone to the stars, okay, and the humans were kind of being picked off one by one. All right, their technology was aging, decrepit. There was no organisation. Some planets didn't communicate with each other.
Are you following the what if?
Yeah, I'm following the what if. This is going back in time, okay? Now what happened? Ooh, pardon me. What happened? The Emperor came, unified Earth, and then with that he created these great big crusades, and the crusades went back out to reunify everybody together again. All right? Any alien races that were encountered either was basically capitulate or die, and a lot of them just died. Not gonna lie, humans not being very tolerant. Okay, So the Emperor created these Space Marine legions and the Primarchs as his engine for reunifying humans, to make humans the dominant force in the galaxy.
So what if they never existed?
Then that crusade would never have happened. The planets would never have come across, and so we would not be in charge of anything. The Chaos Gods would not have gotten as far as they are, because it would be limited, because they can corrupt, they don't really create as such. So it would be another force in the universe. Eldar are on the way out, so it would be interesting as to who it would be.
What would also happen with Necrons? Would they just
Maybe orcs.
like
Well,
could the Necrons even exist? Because
Yeah.
if there's no Space Marine team,
Yeah, but the Necrons.
why would the Necrons? Wouldn't the Necrons just be the supreme dominant rule? Basically the mechanical evil Space Marine.
Yeah, but just because you're getting
universe?
rid of Space Marines doesn't mean not getting rid of you're not getting rid of things like Eldar. Eldar are still fighting for the galaxy. So, but the Space Marines, the humans, have helped keep a lot of bad guys in check.
Hey, can I glue?
Yeah, I'm ready. I've just finished.
Hold up, just.
So would the Eldar then be the main ones? The Eldari?
I mean, could necessarily be like they do. Wait. Where's his head gone?
I know.
Where'd you put it? Is there
There's
still
a head here. That's a head.
Head. Oh, sorry, missed a piece again. Missed another piece for you. I keep forgetting.
Where's his knife gone?
Did I also forget number 3? I also forgot number 3. I just decided not to finish this guy, didn't I?
I don't know. It's an interesting question.
I mean,
There'll be a lot more races in the universe because humans did come along and take out quite a few.
also,
Humanity, the
also-
Imperium.
Also, I mean, someone needs to stand up to the Necrons to even, for most things to exist in this timeline. So who would it be? I mean, there is always the Eldari, but I don't think they'd be quite.
Well, they
up
have
to the
ancient
challenge to
technologies.
face them.
I don't know. The Eldar aren't ancient.
So
They're not as
maybe
old as the
there's
Necrons, but they are
So
ancient.
maybe there's just another race that over about 50 or 40, maybe 100, maybe 100 or 1,000 years just stood up and just started dealing with Necrons but I don't think they deal with Tyranids because Tyranids destroy planets, and if they get on a Tyranid bad book, then, well, is there even a Tyranid bad book? Like, technically, do Tyranids even have brains, or
Will you
are they
get
just
here
like
and glue?
one big hive mind?
Get over here and glue. You just stood there staring. There is one big hive mind, but there are some different hive fleets. Right, if you're not going to glue, I'm going to have to start.
No. Wait, hold it. I'm doing it.
Okay, come on then. Otherwise we'll be here for years at this rate. Well, there is a force in the galaxy which, if they ever got their act together, it would be good night for everyone else. Because they are an unending tide.
Oh, are you talking about the Space Orcs?
I'm talking about the Space Orcs, because if they ever got their act together, they love violence in all of its forms. They'd scrap everybody. And if they ever got together, now the Space Marines spent a lot of time making sure the Orcs never got too big for their boots. But I'm not quite sure what the Necrons would do with unending times of green.
Also dumb, meaning that their imaginative ability to do, meaning their imaginative of psychic ability would be very increased because they keep coming up with new things that they go like red. If red car go faster, then red gun will shoot faster, and then they just take over everything.
Yes, red ones do go faster. They do have that sort, but don't. Right, you've got to get your head out this idea that orcs are just, the orc is dumb. They're not that sort of thing. They have got their moments, but they do have a very low cunning. And there are some orcs who are phenomenally intelligent. They have commandos. They have sneaky orcs.
Yeah,
don't forget this. They have those sorts of. Have you glued?
Wait, what?
So, are you going to glue on stream, or are you just going to keep hiding every time you glue something?
done.
I can't see what you're doing. No one can see what you're doing.
I think I accidentally done something.
What have you accidentally
I think
done?
I was meant to put that in there, but...
Okay, right, let's show me the instructions, because I think you've gotten a little bit excited first. So I think you're right. I think the other bits are meant to go in first, and then that bit goes on the end. Alright, so let's get this bit out. We can just...
Did I just hear a screaming goat?
You heard something, didn't you? I don't know about screaming goat. I think you're hearing a lot of memes going off in the background.
Also, what would happen if there was just a bunch of... If there was just memes and memes just created and they were like the whole point of this? Would Necrons get caught onto this or and doing it, and would they just become obsessed with them because they don't know, because they look funny? Maybe they'd be obsessed with the cat videos. We may never know because memes do not exist.
Right.
But all we know in the Space Orcs is that if they saw a meme, they believe that the meme is actually real.
I don't know what
Like
Space Orcs would do with memes.
Like if they saw a cat meme where he just came up to someone and then was just showered in burgers, I'm pretty sure they'd think that's how cats work, and every time they see a cat it would just be showered in burgers.
You're funny.
Or if they just saw
That goes onto there.
or if they just saw a streamer and they waved at someone and the cat face appeared, maybe every time someone waves a cat face would appear. We may never know because, well, Orc cannot explain or commit violence.
That's very true.
Or what if they were to just or what if they were to see a cute video like lions and snuggling with their mom? Would they just simply stop mauling someone if they saw them? Or what if they just saw a giant thing going rampant in water? Would they, every time they see water, it would just appear out
Are
of
you
the lake?
asking if
Also,
orcs have a maternal instinct?
Also, that psychedelic could actually be the orcs' downfall eventually, because if they believe in something bad, that could actually be bad for them. Like, what if they believe that there's a virus going around that affects orcs because someone accidentally caught a flu? What would happen then? I mean, they all believe in it. What if an orc dies from unknown causes? Would they create a myth to explain it, and then more orcs just started disappearing because of that thing? It's so many questions. Like, that ability could just genuinely be a downfall for the orcs. Or what if a random orc just spread around a rumor that he knows is fake, just to get some commotion starting up? Then what would happen? Or what would happen?
Which way around does this go?
Can I?
It does go that way around, so why is it not hooked to that one? Why are you being rubbish?
Hey, I'm not rubbish.
No, how? Oh, there's a... That's not right. Surely that's not right. Have I got the right body? What the hell am I doing wrong here? Right. Hang on. I've made such a mess here. Right.
Well, if it's number 7, then yeah.
No, I mean... Right, let's take that
Yeah,
off.
that
But that's falling. No, it's not. It's completely off. Right, go back to talking about orcs for a second.
Or what if... Wait, but hold on. What if the orcs from the Mortal Realms came in contact with the orcs from 40k?
That's meant to be there.
Well, what if the orcs
Oh,
from
so
the
it doesn't go through that...
What if the orcs somehow
Right,
from
so
the...
it doesn't do it.
Okay,
That's why.
but here's a big what if. What if the orcs somehow from the Mortal Realms
Try that again.
accidentally opened a portal that brought them into the dimension and accidentally met the space orcs, and then they had a big fight? Who would come out on top?
Space orcs. They have guns.
Yeah, but orc has magic.
And space orcs have psychic abilities. They have weird boys.
Yeah, but they won't believe. Yeah, or would they just team up because they both orc?
Don't know.
Like,
Depends.
are they dumb enough to believe since they're both green that they're brothers? I mean, other orcs like violence. I mean, maybe they take off from the other orcs' violence. Or what would happen if the space orcs technology swapped with the actual orcs with the Age of Sigmar orcs technology? I mean, like, the space orcs would be obliterated, no doubt about that.
Obliterated.
Obliterated, no doubt about that. But but remember, the regular orcs now have magic. The regular orcs now have magic and technology, meaning they now
Yeah, but
have
40k has psychic abilities, which is kind of like the same thing. Okay, it's not one or the other. It's just, I think in 40k they might not necessarily have the same effect because.
Also, orcs have beasts.
Yeah.
Also, orcs have beasts and squid and
Absolutely.
fanatics and a whole bunch of things. And a whole bunch of things. It's kind of a huge question on how it would play out.
It is indeed. Right.
Anyway,
Right, he's on his base now.
Can
Okay.
Can I do it now?
Yes, you can do it now.
To be honest, there is
Whoa.
literally no choice but
Over
to
here.
put it.
Come over.
There is literally no other choice but to put it
Not
in
here.
a hole.
Come here.
There's,
Right.
there's literally no choice. That you have to put it in the hole.
You have to show people what you're doing. Right, there we go.
There is no choice.
There we go.
You need to put it in the hole.
No, you can't put it in the hole. Let's have a look. What are you trying to put on the head?
Yes.
Let's have a look. So let's have a look how the head's going to fit. So the head's going to fit. No, move your head back so I can see because you're sticking it in the way. Right. So that's going to fit onto that top bit there. In that case, I think we're going to put a little tiny bit just under here. Move your head back because you're tipping your head round so I can't see. Okay, there we go. Right, here we go. You're funny. Okay, ready? I'll hold this. You bring this in.
And then we go. He has a head now. He actually has a brain. Now he can shoot stuff.
Right, just need to complete him off. Put his great big backpack on. Now, where's this go around? Does that go down?
So
Look.
where's number 10 gone?
What's number 10? Is that the end of it? Oh, I've put that one already.
No, not that. It's the end of the backpack.
It must have gone over here. We'll find it. Is it that little bit there?
No, this one.
Okay, we'll sort that in a second. Let's get his backpack on, then we can get that little bit on. Right, so I need to put what? Glue on here?
Glue around the hole then.
Glue around the hole, yeah. Don't put it in the hole.
In the hole is back.
It's not going to receive too much in the way of stress. Oh, hang on, one more bit we need to glue. Just the end of this. Put a tiniest little dab on it. Right, go on then. That's it. Flip the photo and we'll see what we do. Good boy. Oh, whoa, that moved a lot then. There we go. That's on, and that's stuck on there brilliantly. Don't wiggle it too much.
Now he has gun, but now he needs more backpack.
Okay.
Oh. Hello.
We're being brittle. Food. Hang on, have I done?
Thank you.
I don't know if I've done this one. I haven't done this one. Hang on. Wait. Just hang on. Wait. Let me
I'll
trim this.
continue my cutting.
Okay, you go continue cutting while I do this last little bit.
Yeah.
Meow.
I wonder if I can go find the invisible squid today.
You can if you want to.
I'll go look for him. I think
Go
I
look
know
for the
where
invisible
he might
squid.
be.
I'll put this little bit on and then I'll start filing down everything else. Okay. Just you and me for a bit. Let's have a look.
I found him.
It's not a very invisible squig. That's a very visible thing, isn't it?
No.
Don't think he looks happy
No,
though.
he's clearly invisible.
Okay.
Anyway,
He's not John Cena.
You'll be here.
Don't think he is. I reckon the moment you let go, he's off.
Don't worry, the door's closed. Everyone knows that squigs can't open doors.
Just go through it. Eat that way through it.
Yeah, but invisible squid cannot. He don't understand how door work.
To be fair, he's quite happy where he is. Just lay down. Right. So does it go like that? Does it? Oh, and there's little. Oh, that's too cute. Right, say cute. There's little holes for it to go into that. Put a tiny little bit.
Only thing we're missing is
mojito. Do the mojito right now.
only we're missing for this model is this. Now that's out. I can move on to the cutting out of the final model, which is base is 28.
It's the layers of the backpack. You got the person, you got the first layer of the backpack, the next layer of the backpack, and everything is so intricate. I mean, there's part of me that's wondering how I'm going to do that. It's a boil. It's meant to be like a flame pan there, which is making this then distill. So it's like their own little heat-powered still on their back.
The person's base I cut out was
There's a
Dead
little
Iron
flamey
Moon.
thing.
Now we have Emrock Iron Hail.
Coffee on
Or
it.
is it Enric Iron Hail?
I don't know. You have to tell me.
We may never know.
1, 2, 3, 4. This is number 5, isn't it?
But I'm doing 29 next, which is Big Gun. That's all I need to explain. Just Big Gun.
Okay, big gun.
Everyone knows the greatest defense is a really big gun.
Maybe. I mean, the best defense
It's
is not having to fight in the first place.
It's also the best offense. In basically everything, a really big gun is the best. In basically anything, a really big gun is the best. Also, here's another question: who do you think has more troops, Space Marines or Sigmar's army?
Well, there are meant to be 1,000 chapters.
So who has the advantage number-wise?
Probably Sigmar, because they're being stretched.
No, I'm not just talking about an entire army of Space Marines. I'm talking about every single classification, even Chaos Marines.
That's interesting. Chaos Marines are a lot more.
Because technically they're original parts of the Space Marines. I will count them as a Space Marine.
Whoa, heresy. Collect Dark Angels, we can do both. I don't know. Stormcast Eternals, probably. I mean,
but here's the question: who would win if they were thrown into a fight?
Space Marines.
Don't forget, Space Marines, they don't have anything close to magic. It's not like the
Will you stop saying that? Yes, they do. Get your butt over here. We need to talk about psychic powers.
So, when did the Space Marines? They only have Primarchs that I am aware of that have psychic powers.
No, they don't. They have librarians.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the librarians.
Yes.
But there's only like 1 or 2 librarians in every Space Marine.
In the same, there's only 1 or 2 wizards in every army.
Okay. Can we just say that the Stormcast Eternals wizards have way more magical abilities. As in librarians, they have a limit to psychic ability. Stormcast Eternals, they have been studying spell
Right.
books. They
Stop. Right. Firstly, librarians are studying too. Okay.
Yeah, but
they
can't just learn psychic ability. You need to actually meditate.
Yes, they do. Secondly, there are entire chapters of Space Marines that are all psychics. Grey Knights. Okay, it's a whole chapter where they're all psychic. Alright, even the Dreadnoughts are psychic. Alright?
Right.
Thirdly, you're saying, well, what can they do? Well, I'll tell you what they can do. One of their spells, at least one of the spells in Days of Old, was Vortex, where they'll open up basically a black hole on the battlefield that sucks everything into it.
Wouldn't that basically mean they also just take out the army, causing a draw?
Well, the vortexes are huge, but obviously for the sake of the game, alright, It makes things a bit more balanced. So stop saying that Space Marines don't have magic. No, they have psychic abilities. Psychic abilities is because it's the future. It's not magic. It's psychic.
Magic is two different things.
Their sources are both chaos. They are both from chaos. All right, and stop sort of saying, "Oh yeah, but they don't study," because with Marines, Space Marines, they have these ships going through, and on them, some of them have whole like massive libraries on there for the psychers to be in.
Also, I just realised that Stormcast Eternals have multiple lives.
Yeah.
So, can they really?
Well, they can get reforged, yeah, if they die in battle.
So, technically, wouldn't that mean if they just were to use Vortex, it would do the Space Marines a bit more harm?
No, because it's going to... They are super strong, mate. I think you're being a bit naive. I think you're basically saying, I love Stormcast Eternals and they are the best. It's like, yeah.
Okay, they are
really
not
cool.
the best. They are not the best. Okay, I know they're not the best. We have literally the Emperor, who
dropped it.
like, the Emperor is better than Sigmar. He is
We're playing our
basically
game of
the
hunting
better
on the
Sigmar.
floor again.
Like, we all know the Emperor is better than Sigmar in every way. He is the Sigmar, but better in every way.
That bit does
Like,
go on
he
the
is
top, yeah?
treated as a god. Sigmar is actually a god, but also the Emperor is treated like a god, which is technically Sigmar's whole
Oh, is it
thing,
sideways
because
up?
he was originally a human.
Oh, is it sideways? That way round, that's why. Right.
Hey, can I please build my own models?
I don't know, you're off there eating donuts.
Look, donut is good.
Donut is good.
We all like donuts.
You're chopping at me, yeah, that's what you do. Right, go on.
And there we go.
Careful. How you doing?
There's really no more distractions anymore, so I can just...
So look.
Is this good? No, definitely not. This good? No.
And where's the pin? How did the pin fit on?
I did the pin first. Oh, and the invisible squid. I'm gonna go play with him.
Here we go.
I just had a really bad idea. What if I give the invisible squid the infinity gauntlet?
I would leave the invisible squig alone before he gets grumpy with you.
Come on, I'm just giving you an ultimate power that can destroy the universe. Wait, how am I even giving the squig an infinity gauntlet? They have no arms. Okay, he doesn't seem like he does anything. He thinks it's just a mitten. Also,
There's no food on it, so he's not bothered right now.
He literally retracted his hand from it. No, put this into there.
He doesn't want to put his hand in there.
Fine, you can lie down.
Set him in that oven, yeah?
I guess it's a hat now.
That cat puts up with a lot. Don't ya?
Maybe it can be a blanket. Doesn't really fit the squig, does it? I mean, how has he not torn that thing apart yet? It's literally made out of... Wait, is it made out of... Never mind.
Alright, let's trim this off so we can get this bit on there.
Hey, do you hear something getting back on?
I do. Did you use like your special bit on the floor?
No.
Okay. Well, Boots has seen something he likes to look off. I think Boots wants to leave, mate.
Who is Boots? I only see invisible squig.
Well, the invisible squig, I think, wants to leave.
Nonsense. Invisible squig don't want to leave.
Oh my God, this
Okay,
one's got
invisible
something.
squig is currently hiding under the desk. I
Hiding
guess
from you.
invisible squig's genes just make it a bit more frayed. Probably that's why it's invisible.
It's afraid of you right now.
Also, I think I will be definitely bringing him back for the next video, wherever his hiding place is.
You're funny.
And he is currently sitting under the desk. He really likes it under that desk.
He's hiding from you.
Oh, here's the Infinity Gauntlet. Do you want it? What does he do with it anyway?
Who?
I don't know.
Thanos or the
What?
cat?
The cat. Wait, what's a cat? We only have Squig.
These are very spiky models. They hurt. It's all the.
Yeah, but it's
bits on
worth it.
It's worth it. Yeah, there's just all the bits and pieces on them.
the
I've done that already.
Squig seems to be trying to escape. You not escape until you're done. Now get on that bed. Okay, I think it's time to say farewell to the Invisible Squig.
Yeah, don't want to upset him.
Bye, Invisible Squig. We're definitely bringing him back for the next video.
Or maybe if you gave him some treats, he'd be more willing to stay, rather than trying to put.
What do you
Infinity
even
Gauntlet.
feed a squig?
In our case, whiskers.
What's a whisker? Squigs don't eat whiskers, son. Isn't that a cat food?
Mm.
It's a squig. I mean, wouldn't a squig really eat anything? It's basically just. I mean, it's thinking.
An angry mushroom, yes.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it is honestly cheap. But why we choose cat food, not dog food?
Don't know. God's sake, this is a lot going on here. It's alright for you. I've got work to do this afternoon, haven't I? Hmm. Oh my word! So many little pieces. How are we doing? Where are you going to now? What are you thinking?
What would happen if you fed a squig to a squig?
No, probably nothing much. Squigs
Would
will
they
probably.
become mega squig?
Nah, squigs will probably eat other squigs. There's probably a survival of the fittest thing going on. God, we've been here for an hour and 12. Time flies.
Also, I just realised
Mm-hmm.
the mortal realms aren't even a galaxy. The Emperor is definitely superior to Sigmar. Doesn't matter if Sigmar's an actual god. The Emperor is seen to be as a god.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter if Sigmar is
Ding dong.
seen to be an actual god, because technically
The Inquisition would like to
he
have a
was
word.
believed to be a god. That's how he got his power as a god. So really, he's just a regular human, and the Emperor is a big alien, because Sigmar is basically looked up to. It's basically and Emperor is looked up to as a god. So wouldn't the Emperor just slap Sigmar and call it a day? Like, I mean, I don't really see the Stormcast Eternals and the Space Marines fighting. I'm pretty sure they just team up to get rid of the chaos.
Well, yes, they're both very sort of anti the chaos powers. Right.
I mean,
Now I've got to work out which one's which.
maybe the Space
20.
Marines. I mean, maybe the Space Marines could be up their magic with the help of Sigmar, and Sigmar can have his weaponry up. They just become ultimate. That would be a really fun crossover to do, but I don't see it happening because they're in completely different universes and completely different times.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately.
Which one's which?
Unfortunately, we probably will never get to see Omega Stormcast Eternals if they ever did manage to team up somehow. But if they did, I would instantly go grab the latest new editions. Like, it's literally.
I would love to be able to get Skaven type, but I don't think we're about to do that. No.
Well, I have £40. That's basically like half the way there, isn't it?
About a third of the way there, maybe, and the rest. Unfortunately, poor old Boots needs a bit of surgery, doesn't he? So.
He's the invisible squid, but I think I will
Well,
name
whatever
him
his
Boots.
name is, he still needs surgery.
But I think I will name the invisible squid Boots. Also, he needs surgery on what? He's a mushroom. Unless if it's one of his teeth.
It is one of his teeth. You know very well.
When did he hurt his tooth?
We don't know, do we? That's the problem.
Can I do my gluing now?
Yes. Be over there talking about squigs. Right, come and put his head on. Ready? Whoa. Okay. Thumbs. Ah. There we go. Push. Oh, that was the last one. That's the easy one. Oh no, hang on, let's come back over.
I can get him. I can get him. Done.
Done? Let's have a look. Nice. That sits on there. And then this one is meant to go on his back at the same time. Where does this go? It goes to probably the other end of the gun. That'll be fun. And then, so let's put that. Come on, you. Come on. Come on. Come on. Why am I standing on an infinity gauntlet? What's going on there?
I don't know. I just gave it to the invisible squid.
Well, can you pick it up from under my feet before I squid you? Okay. And then, do I put the thing on first? Yes, they recommend putting the cap on.
To be honest, I would have to say pretty good models for a unit of 5. Especially because our unit of 5 it was these guys who I'm still quite sad about because of their result, because the Stormcast Eternals their armor just makes their features just a bit bland, and they're definitely good for a unit of 5.
You find them bland?
Yeah, because their armor covers all their features.
Oh, their faces. There are some that have their faces uncovered, you know.
Yeah, but it's only facial features, and their armor get rid of features, unless if they were to just up their armor like 10 levels.
But isn't that the whole point of the armor?
Especially for units of 5. Like, units of 5 that aren't... There's only one other unit of 5 that has ever been this good, and that was like... the...
One God Binders.
No.
Wait.
No, I'm talking about for the Order Army, and it would have been the where is it? The Vine Witch. It would have been her unit.
It's going to be a bit gluey everywhere, but I need to get that stuck in. So I'll stand still for a bit.
Also,
the old Space Marines.
Also, the old Space Marines, my first ever models. They're still hanging on a bit. Maybe I should get some things out the closet and eventually get to them.
We have to do a trick with that and that again. So. Last one. Right. Yeah, you're probably still a little bit young for some of the literature.
So,
Alright, 4 more pieces to go.
I should start deciding what in the closet I want to bring down and eventually get done.
Okay, yes, that is where my pile of shame is, isn't it? Oh, I wouldn't open it now. Don't want to show stream my pile of shame right now.
Yeah, but we will start choosing good. we'll just do a basic look over and decide which options there are of next.
Well, I've got some old style Chaos Space Marines. I wanted them as a Nurgle army.
I definitely do want to do something from over here though, because we have some quite old models, and older models mean more rare models because they stopped making those older models. Also, why did we give models to? Also, why did we give models to Rock Villa in the first place?
Because
we gave him fully built models that he could just paint with whatever he wants. But really, why did we even think about that?
Because it's only fair.
He never even showed an interest in painting them.
It's almost like he wants to be just like his big brother.
Yeah, but yet again, he's not old enough to do that.
Not quite at the moment, no. He wants to, though.
So, these two are done.
I don't know which order I'm meant to be doing them in, by the way.
Well, it just says the first step is just everything, so really there is no instructions. They just said, figure it out.
Just do things, put things in places. Okay.
I mean, to be honest, it makes sense. There is big gun, that really doesn't matter. There's a backpack, you just need to connect that to 28. Doesn't really matter, just throw it all in one step. Saves a bit of page. Save pages, you don't need to use more paper. Of course, the most rare material on earth, paper. To be honest.
You sure? I'm fairly certain they've made like antimatter, which is a few $trillion per molecule, per atom, so you know. Last little bit, and then we're gluing, and then we're done. Just do the other side.
Okay, no, it was a joke.
What was the joke?
It was a joke that paper was the rarest thing in the world.
Oh, okay.
So, we started with one singular detail model, and I would actually say he is definitely way more detailed than these guys.
The engine master.
But
yeah.
yet again, which ones am I currently liking more? I really like, I'm, okay, so far I'm sticking with the original dwarf. I'm also going to bring out the reads and collects.
I'm afraid we don't think we've got much time, dude.
No, I'm just going to go through a quick scan through a room to see, to remember how many dwarfs we're getting.
Not sure. We might be getting one of their craft.
I'm pretty sure we do actually, I think so.
One of the smaller ones, yeah. I think that's part of the subscription, which would be very, very cool.
Doesn't matter how big it is, because we all know size doesn't matter. Because we all know size doesn't matter, right? Your army size is way bigger than mine, but yet I almost crush you in every single thing by wiping out your entire army.
Yeah, thanks for that. Very modest of you.
But in this game, size does really matter because Darfu is like one of the strongest units.
Got a little bit of mold.
And I just realised that one of Darfu's spikes is broken.
What?
There's a little spike in Darfu.
Oh, that's because somebody keeps picking it up. Alright, I'll have to fix it later. I'm not sure how I'm going to fix it, but we'll see what we can do. So you can leave Darfu alone for a bit. Right, that's there. Right, last bit then. Backpack. You ready? Now, which way around does it go? The backpack.
It goes this way, I'm pretty sure.
Goes sideways on. With the big side over his right shoulder. Tiniest little bit. So that Goes over his right side there, so I'm just going to put a tiniest little bit of glue on here. Ready?
And then we'll finally have done these units. How long have we been streaming for?
Hour and 25.
To be honest, that is honestly underwhelming of what I thought it would be. I thought it would at least be an hour 40 minutes.
Well, in that case, we've done well, haven't we? Right then.
It's actually a 15-minute difference, so it's not that big, but yeah.
Put the lids on the glue. Put these bits away. We'll have a quick look at these models. So, yes, there's the Endro Master. Careful,
it's still my choice on him.
So we started off with this one. We've got the Aether Chemist as well. Don't know what's going on with him. We don't know if he's just young or what.
Display piece for these.
And then these two guys here. What are you doing?
Just place them around. It will be good.
Place them around. Oh, I get it, because of the matching symbolism of the thing. Yes, it does do well with the Siphon Nexus, doesn't it?
Just put it around. It will be some good scenery. Okay, we can also take a good picture of it. Hold it. Just let me go grab. Just let me go grab something.
Not this one. I'll send you the George's. Right then. Oh God, where's he gone now? Honestly. Right. I feel an argument inbound. Quick, quick, quick. Come on. You're gonna do it. Take a photo. And then hand it back.
There you go.
Brilliant. All right. Well, thank you very much for joining us today.
And that was a good stream. I even got a photo out of it.
You even got a photo out of it. All right. Well, thanks very much for spending your time. Hope you had a lovely Sunday.
We'll be doing some more things, and hopefully we can do something a bit different next time. Bye.